My name is Lisa Stevens. I've had the pleasure for the last 6.5 years serving on the GHS and then the GHA, Greenville Health Authority Board. And I came around just at the perfect time. The med school was just opening and I got to enjoy the fruits of the labor of Dr. Taylor and Dr. Yuki and Dr. Timms and all those wonderful people. And I came in and it was just so inspiring to see how hard they had worked and how that they are really changing the type of medical professionals that we're producing. And having been through and been a massive consumer of healthcare over the last 17 years, I really appreciate how that they're affecting future students and future people who are going to interact with people like me. The other part of it is, you know, I had great hopes for my kids. When my daughter was 5, she wanted to have her birthday party at the hospital. They had never done a birthday party at the hospital before, and they did it. And, you know, I thought, oh man, she's, you know, we've got our little future doctor here. And turns out with my children, that was my dream, not theirs, but it's still my dream. And so I've gone to Plan B. And Plan B for me is to endow a scholarship. Of course, when you get this money, that means I'm dead. So just keep that in mind. But, you know, we wanted to do this because this was important. But it's deep down inside, it's a great, huge personal satisfaction for me for knowing that we are doing this. This is going to enable, hopefully, someone in the next generation and continue after that to be free of that financial burden, or at least assist in it, to focus on what's really important, and that's the education and learning how to truly care for people. Because I don't remember what color the walls were. I don't remember what the equipment looked like. I remember how I was treated.
Coming into medical school, I was, really excited choosing schools to come to, and getting accepted to Greenville was a dream come true. And then on top of that, actually making it all possible was the Pierce Family Endowed Scholarship, started by Mr. Jim Pierce and now Miss Ellis Pierce. And truly, it's really changed my life and given me this opportunity to be able to chase my dream of, becoming first and foremost a physician and now a neurosurgeon. So it's a very exciting time and something I'd really like to give back in one way or another one day and come back to the Greenville community. That's always been a goal of mine. So.
And I love that. And you and I talked about this with Dad. Felt so happy for him that he was able to do this for you and for, of course, Greenville and the university. But I think that he would be so proud of you. I mean,
Thank you.
I get goosebumps thinking about it. But he just, this meant a lot to him. It was very meaningful to him. And he wanted to pay it forward as well with the intent of hoping for you to come back here at some point, maybe.
I'd love to. That's the goal.
Well, I can vividly remember the day that I found out I got in. I was actually in Houston visiting a friend that was in the hospital. And I received kind of word that I got in, and then very shortly after that received word that I would be getting a scholarship, and that kind of sealed the deal for me. I wouldn't be able to come here if it weren't for AFLAC, if it weren't for my scholarship. My mom is a single mom of 4 kids, and being able to kind of tell her that I got a scholarship was really exciting for me and my whole family to kind of see that I'm fulfilling my dreams because of their help. So it's been really great. I don't know if I could put into words how thankful I am to AFLAC for giving me the opportunity to kind of fulfill my dreams and become a physician, but not only become a physician, but start my training at a place like Greenville. It's kind of hard for me to still believe that I'm able to be here and do what I do every day, and it's largely because of AFLAC. And so without them, I wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be living my dream. So I can only say thank you and just hope that one day I'm able to kind of pay that back in some way to the school and my community.
Charles and I have always thought giving back is so important. We have been so fortunate, so blessed. So many people helped us along the way, and just the opportunity to be in a position where we could give back to those young people who are coming along, who are aspiring to have careers. It's just a joy for us and a blessing to be in a place we're in. but more importantly, I get to see it from the professional side day to day and know the importance of support for students as they aspire to move ahead in their careers. And sometimes that one barrier is the financial barrier. So it's like a gift that keeps on giving. And that's just really exciting. And for me to be able to connect my professional world to my personal world is just a phenomenal opportunity for us.
I was in school at the University of South Carolina, Columbia, doing some coursework, and I had applied here and gotten in, thankfully, and was still kind of debating whether to go to Columbia and stay there or come up here, even though I love this place so much. And I remember Casey, the financial director here, calling me on the phone. I was on the front steps, and he calls and say, "Hey, I got some news, and there is a family that stepped forward and generously donated money for a scholarship fund, and we've chosen you for to be the recipient of this." And I just remember I was bawling, honestly. I was like, "Oh my God." I started crying. I was like, "This is unreal." I remember going silent, and I was like, "What do I do now? What do I do now?" And Casey, the financial director here, was like, "You should probably call your wife." And so I called her and told her, and I remember my words were, "We're going to Greenville."
I came to the school as a visitor, was how I found out about the school mostly. And Dr. Yuki, I was fortunate enough to go on a tour of the med school with Dr. Yuki. And from that minute on, when I left here, I thought, this is so worthy, and his passion was so amazing. It made anybody that took a tour with him want to be a part of this. And then when we met Wes and Sarah and saw their dedication and excitement about what they've taken on in their life, it just meant the world to see that and to meet them and see their just their dedication to this next big phase in their life. And here they have a nice family now, and
Lots changed
a
since
lot's
then.
changed in the 4 years since
Yeah.
we've met them. They have 3 young children, and Wes has been such an inspiration in just how well he's performed and taken on so much with so much family life going on too. And that has just been wonderful for us. Just couldn't be better. It's just been absolutely a wonderful, wonderful, it's like having grandchildren again. Mine have grown up, and I tell people we've adopted a new family. And it's been great.
Keep giving any way you can, because everybody wins when you do this. The student wins, the school wins, the families win, and everybody is able to be a part of it. And I think that's kind of a good feel.
Yeah, I can certainly say your family has changed my life. So
Good.
really
Good.
appreciate that.
Well, and then you're going to do it again.
Well,
You're going to keep changing lives as you go forward.
that's the
best
goal.
part.
Yes,
That's the
ma'am.
goal. That's the best part about it. Indeed.
If I could say anything to the future students, okay, sweetheart, you aren't even born yet, but here's what I'm doing. And no pressure, but you've got to make a difference. And you've got to remember that kindness goes a long way. And I'm doing this for you so that you can do for others.